Hello everyone, and consultation time. Current projects September the 25th, 2025, and the SL14 has appeared. SL14 proposed express bus servicing Stratford Bus Station and Chingford Hatch with changes to route D8, and you have until Wednesday the 5th of November 2025 to give them your feedback. Guy Fawkes Day, for those who remember the old days where you could set off fireworks in your back garden and have bonfires and no one complained. SL14, the SL14 would operate as an express bus service serving a limited number of key bus stops and rail interchanges, including in local town centres and other busy locations along its route. As part of the Superloop family, the SL14 would be frequent, simple, inclusive and reliable. In Stratford, the SL14 would start and end in Stratford Bus Station. In Chingford Hatch, its start and end point would be Hatch Lane. The route would offer a direct rail interchange at Leighton, St James's Street and Black Horse Road stations. The SL14 would also connect with Superloop route SL1 at the Crooked Billet roundabout. Subject to the outcome of the consultation, we'd like the SL14 to operate using double-deck buses with the usual Superloop accessibility features and on-board facilities such as USB charging points and travel information. And there is the map, which I'll get to in a minute. D8, bus route D8 currently operates between Cross Harbour, Asda and Stratford Bus Station. We propose to divert the route after its junction with Stratford High Street and Wharton Road to a different start and end point at Stratford City Bus Station, close to the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park and Westfield Stratford City. This would create space for the SL14 at Stratford Bus Station. The section of the D8 between Cross Harbour and Stratford High Street Junction with Wharton Road would not change. However, after Wharton Road, the D8 would no longer run via Stratford High Street to Stratford Bus Station. Newly served bus stops on proposed route D8 in Stratford: Wharton Road bus stops B and C, Stratford City Bus Station stops S, W and X. Bus stops will no longer be served: Wharton Road bus stop K, Stratford High Street Carpenters Road bus stops J and N, Stratford Bus Station stops A, P and E, and here's the map, which again we'll get to in a minute. Proposed timings and bus stops: we proposed the SL14 would run every 7 days a week, operating between approximately 0500 hours and 0030 hours, every 12 minutes during Monday to Saturday daytimes, every 50 minutes all evenings on Sundays and early morning weekdays. The SL14 is not proposed to operate through the night, and this is the line diagram, and they'll develop the timetable depending on the outcome of the consultation. Well, she might like to know. So, if the SL14 were to be introduced subject to the outcome of the consultation, we would consider changing the frequency on Route 158 to operate every 8 minutes instead of every 6 minutes during Monday to Saturday daytimes, 0700 hours to 1900 hours. Bus stops and stands, subject to the outcome of the consultation and discussion and agreement with the London boroughs of Newham and Waltham Forest, would also consider changing some bus stops and bus stand layouts to accommodate the SL14 at its start and end points. This may include the following locations: Stratford Bus Station, Hatch Lane or Chingdale Road. So let's go on to the maps. Here is Stratford, and to simplify things, the SL14 is effectively an express version of the 158, and then after Chingford Mount it then follows the 357 to Chingford Hatch. So you've got the stops at Leighton Station, A and B, Grange Road stops N and P, Park Road stops CA and CW, Gloucester Road stops CC and CU, this is the junctions with Lea Bridge Road. Queen's Road, anonymous stops. St James's Street Station on the Chingford branch of the Weaver Line stops A and D. Black Horse Road, Forest Road stops BH and BA. This is for the Victoria Line and Suffragette Line. On the Overground, Shakespeare Road stops BM and BP. Anonymous stops at Guildsway. Walthamstow Stadium for Crooked Billet stops CS and CD. And I wonder if they'll do the same thing they did with the SL1 and have the stops on both sides of the Crooked Billet. so it's more convenient for SL1 passengers heading west. Leonard Road, another two anonymous stops. Hall Lane for the Chingford Mount terminus where the 444 158 terminate. Grove Road stops N and P, and Hatch Lane stops HS and HH. And the map for the D8 with the proposed revised route, and in case you're suffering from deja vu, the 108 and D8 swapped northern termini in 2016, and in case you're sitting there thinking, well, the D8 is double deck, remember it serves Wharton Road. So if we have a look on this map, the 108 uses Carpenter's Road, and the D8 would use Wharton Road, and Wharton Road is currently served by the N205, and it's the only, well, not the only road, it's one of the few roads in London that's only served by a night bus route. So it's going to have a daytime service as well if the changes go ahead. And as usual, I'll put links to everything in the description below the video. This is merely to alert you to the consultation so you can peruse it at your leisure.